These guys have massive numbers of teeth. You have a ton of incisors right here. Some nice big canines. You have some premolars that go from about here to this last one that kind of sticks up right there. And then you have a whole bunch of molars. So you can see this is a much more omnivorous animal. And possums pretty much eat whatever they can get their mouths on. You can also compare the brain case of these two animals. Cat, big, round, lots of brain in there. Possum, little tiny thing right here.
Does that mean they're dumber?
Yes.
Okay.
Possums are not intelligent animals. Marsupials in general are not as intelligent as other mammals. Their brain case is not very large. Possums also have a lower body temperature than most mammals. That's why people say they can't carry rabies, which isn't necessarily true. Any mammal can carry rabies. It just makes them less likely to. I don't know. I'm sure there's a reason. I have no idea what it is. Okay, so now, as opposed to the cat where you had two openings, one on either side, you have a single opening for the external nares.
So they only have like one.
I think they still have two nostrils, like fleshy covering ones, but this in the bone is one opening. Okay, so you have your maxilla right here, again where the canine's sticking off of. Your nasal is really elongate now. Your frontal is much smaller, right here and right here. They call this the jugal. It's also jugal or zygomatic bone. You have the temporal bone right here. Here they call it the squamosal.
That's the inside of his gill.
Might as well go with squamosal for this guy on this one.
They just pulled it out and then...
Again, it's the squamosal portion of the temporal bone, but I'll talk to the other TAs and see if they're as strict on that as I am. Frontal comes up here, so it's this portion, and it follows this ridge all the way back to here.
The frontal?
Yeah, the frontal goes all the way from there. So instead of on the cat how this was nice and flat, you now have this really large ridge, which is your sagittal. This is the sagittal suture, so this is known as the sagittal crest. Let's see, then you have your parietal right here. Parietal bone. Let's see. Frontal. Yeah. Let's see. You have your these are mastoid processes that are sticking off here. You see those? On the bottom side over here, we have foramina that are in your palatine bone. So foramina just mean holes, like the foramen magnum right there. Right here we have your basioccipital, which is really large, and your basisphenoid, which is right here in more triangular shape now. And then you have the little bone that goes right there. That's your presphenoid. V, I believe, is vomer, but they don't have it listed on here, so which means you don't need to know it. These are the pterygoids sticking off, just like the cat. This is the palatine bone. I think that's it on the cat, or on the possum. Questions about the possum skull? Oh, again, this is all dentary bone. Dentary bone. Coronoid process. Dentary bone. Structure is the mandible.
Oh, you live there.
Of this guy? These ones? It doesn't say what those are. You don't have to know them then.
Well, maybe we're thinking of the same.
Okay.
They're border.
Maybe. Well, there's
It's
two
in a
of
plaza with a bunch of
They remind me of Valentine.
Vietnamese